Every child has inherent dignity and the right to live well. Each child is a gift to humanity. Childhood is nevertheless a vulnerable space and time, and the well-being of the child depends on the care and protection accorded by community. 10 years ago, millions of children lived in deplorable adversity, lost to and forgotten by a world that was increasingly prosperous. Though notable progress has been made on all fronts, still, today, millions of children suffer avoidable indignity and deprivation that present real danger to their growth and well-being. Believing in the human dignity of every girl and boy, and convicted to end deprivation and adversity for all children, Reverend Takeyasu Miyamoto, the founder of Arigato International, pledged 3 commitments to help build a better world for all children during the 2002 United Nations General Assembly. Among these commitments was the pledge to strengthen global efforts in overcoming child poverty, then, as today, an intolerable and grim reality for millions of children.
2、子どもの環境悪化の根底にある貧困に対してとなる原因のみならず、内なる原因の心を砕き、との根本的解決の取り組みをさらに発展させます。
Responding to this call to end poverty for children, the world's faith communities met in June 2012 in Dar Es Salaam, Tanzania, and inaugurated Arigato International's Interfaith Initiative to End Child Poverty. The meeting, convened by Arigato International in the GNRC 4th Forum, brought together over 470 participants, including children, faith leaders, and people of goodwill from across the world, committed to seek and inspire sustainable solutions to end child poverty.
タンザニアにおける第4回 GNRC フォーラムで64カ国から宗教界、子ども、NGO、国連を代表する470人以上の参加者が貧困に苦しむ子どものいない世界という目的の実現を目指し、指導したことを今でも鮮明に記憶しています。
As people and communities of faith, we acted on the duty to protect children and promote their best interests by focusing on overcoming child poverty. Arigato International drew upon universal principles of common good found in religious and spiritual traditions, as well as the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child and other widely acknowledged rights frameworks. 10 years on, we commemorate the journey taken to advance this cause. As End Child Poverty, we envision a world where every child lives free of poverty, and we work together with many others to secure this right to their well-being and dignity. We recognize the precondition to get to the root causes of poverty that lie in the human heart, including greed, ignorance, hatred, and fear. We also recognize the need to address the complex and structural nature of poverty, including inequalities, conflict, violence against children, and failing institutions of the economy, society, and community.
In the last decade, we have worked ceaselessly to build relations helpful to ending child poverty. We have imagined and established programming, capabilities, and other capacities to drive the cause, build coalitions and platforms, and raise our voices and the voices of others working to eradicate extreme poverty in our generation. We have also learned vital lessons about the stubborn nature of child poverty and are still reflecting on the most effective ways to mitigate it. I think our greatest accomplishment has been putting up this interfaith initiative to end child poverty in place. As you are aware, faith offers the moral capital and motivation for community development. It also offers hope and courage to overcoming fear and powerlessness. And these values and attitudes rooted in faith can be applied for transformational development and ending poverty.
Resultantly, we have pioneered a rich and diverse response to address child poverty in all its forms.
2.2 billion children challenge us to be better informed, to address reality, and to collaborate at an unprecedented level if we want to end violence and poverty.
We believe in the importance of faith communities and actors embracing and projecting an all-empowering perspective on the child and childhood. To do this, we commenced and facilitated dialogue, bringing into sharp focus the various interpretations of religion regarding the child, and to pose the challenge on how various faith communities can better aid the cause of ending child poverty. Over the period, we have come to appreciate the value of strategic global and local advocacy to influence the cause to end child poverty. Towards this gain, we mobilized faith communities to engage in dialogue with decision makers and initiate advocacy campaigns to accelerate relevant policies and social change. Key issues of concern included the push for sustainable development that leaves no child behind through the frame of the Global Development Agenda 2030 and its Sustainable Development Goals.
I'm pleased to celebrate with you our collective progress on the serious issues of child poverty and to join you in affirming the urgent need to continue making progress together. Arigato International has been a trusted and committed partner of the World Bank Group over the years. In 2015, Arigato joined the World Bank, the UN, and more than 140 other faith-based organizations to launch a moral and spiritual imperative to end extreme poverty, an initiative with a shared goal to put a full stop to extreme poverty by 2030. Child poverty remains a persistent challenge that we must continue to address with enduring resolve and urgency, and collectively through the concerted actions of diverse stakeholders.
Our participation in advocacy alliances further amplifies collective impact and the voices of children in calling for their rights to be upheld. It is hardly conceivable that we can have any impact without a solid presence in community. We therefore sought to do this through well-received grassroots community efforts and cultivating strategic partnerships. End child poverty initiated and sustained programs responding to children's rights to quality education, adequate nutrition, peace, sustainable development, and sustainable livelihoods for their families, caregivers, and communities. We have come to depend on and encourage these truly innovative solutions from our partners and grassroots communities, which promise to restore dignity for children living in poverty. In order to improve our practice and grow our impact, we have found it useful not only to actively seek and nurture knowledge on how faith impacts child deprivation, but also share good practices we have learned. We therefore invest in developing a knowledge center which exists as a physical hub as well as an online hub.
As we all know, South Asia has the largest share of child poverty in the world. The objective of the Knowledge Center is to provide the knowledge base both to a physical space and also online space to share resources by practitioners of development who are focused on eliminating child poverty. Now, End Child Poverty Knowledge Center, which is located at the Sarvodaya headquarters in Moratuwa, is a global faith-inspired hub for research, resource gathering, networking, experience sharing and knowledge dissemination. The Knowledge Center is serving to build the capacities of organizations and individuals, particularly faith-based individuals and organizations, to reduce child poverty in Asia and other regions of the world.
We also endeavor to develop relevant tools, publications, and resources and seek to disseminate these through various physical and virtual spaces. Not surprising, but quite amazing in the outcome, we have come to view as priceless the agency of children in offering solutions and responding to their own situations. Meaningful participation of children and their empowerment is crucial in our pursuit to a sustainable world. We listen to children and walk together with them in this journey of addressing poverty affecting them. By putting children at the center of our work, we believe the world transforms for better, one step a day. Specific recognition goes to our champions across the world who have worked tirelessly in their own capacity to ensure that no child is left behind. As a result, children in more than 50 countries have been positively impacted by the work of our partners and champions. We take this opportunity to thank you for joining us in celebrating this milestone. At this 10th anniversary since our founding, we see key opportunity to chart a new path towards a world free of child poverty. We are reinvigorated to honor this call and towards creating spaces for children to be at the forefront of the change they need. There is hope if we all commit to building a better world for children. It takes the efforts of you and I to achieve this. Together, we can end child poverty worldwide.